prep. Time to prep some Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, so I ate some dinner, cried through all the fear and emotional torment that Fallout 4 with mods gave me, and now we're going to plan emotional torment for others because it's Curse of Strahd night. Whew. Okay, so on Sunday we were working on some Curse of Strahd stuff, and it was the Amber Temple, and that's cool. We're not done with the Amber Temple, it turns out, so it's good that we were doing some prep for it. I don't foresee the other group. Yeah. I think we've got another session to go, so I'm not stressing it too hard, but we're getting close. What I would like to do is make like a map, a road map, as it were. So we're gonna make a road map. I make these every once in a while. I usually do them on paper. Because I'm old, and I have a dry erase board, which I sometimes use. But I will try my best without a tablet or a pen to do it here on the computer. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna go to free pick, and we're gonna grab paper, texture, parchment. Which of these would look nice? This one looks pretty nice. Sure, we'll go with this one. Alright, we'll download the big old one. There we go. Free pick? I mean, free pick is good stuff. Hashtag not sponsored, but ethically, probably not. They use AI, but so do I. So I guess if you're still here, you know that we are scum and villain and terrible. So even though we went to art school, we have many friends who are artists, and my kid goes to an art magnet school. I guess I'm still just a terrible person, but that's okay. I find it to be incredibly useful when I have so many different things I'm trying to do. So anyways, free pick gives me like free assets that I can use. I mean, it's a subscription service, but listen, it's good. Alright, so we've got this. So we're going to go ahead and start writing down words. This would be easier if I could actually write, but I'm not going to write with a mouse. So let's see. Daybreak. And then we'll go here, and we'll give them a stroke, set to default, white, outside. It's just so that my old decrepit red eyes can see what's going on. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we have Daybreak here. Okay, so Daybreak really want to kill Strahd. Okay, so Daybreak really wants to kill Strahd, and that's fine if that's what they want to do. Like, they're paying customers, you know what I'm saying? If that's their fantasy, I don't know why. I mean, he's a terrible person, sure, but like, I feel like, you know, it's fine. Let's see. Kind of wish this paper was a little bit darker. So bright. Let's see. Okay. So they really want to kill Strahd. How are they going to do it? Alright. So they're going to do it like this. Alright. They have the abbot on recovery. They don't know they have the abbot on recovery, but they do. Alright. So then they also have one guy who didn't sell out. And that's Shane. Alright. They also have a way to cure Exanther. Which none of the other groups have, I don't think. Well, no, actually, Nightfall doesn't. Classic does. Alright, so they have Abbott on recovery, one guy who didn't sell out, a way to cure Exanther, and they are on their way to Amber Temple. Alright. So, Amber Temple. So, inside Amber Temple are 3 important things. The first one is Dark Powers. Second one is Exanther. And the third one is Vampire. Alright. Now, again, they really want to kill Strahd. Okay. So, one of the things that I want to do is have Castle Ravenloft actually be a final dungeon, right? So, let's throw that out there. Castle Ravenloft. FD. Fire Department. Okay. So, Abbott on recovery, one guy who didn't sell out, a way to cure Exanther, on their way to the Amber Temple. Now, they have things that aren't going for them, which we should probably address. So we're going to put here, boons. Right. So, let's see, Daybreak, we'll make this a little bigger. Down. And nope. Let's stay up there. Boons. One guy didn't sell out, blah blah blah, Abbott on recovery. Alright, but they also have Banes. Alright. And some of the Banes are pretty bad. Van Richten dead. Comma. Ez gone. Victor dead. Okay. And let's see. So those are not their fated allies. And then they've got pissed or here we go. Made enemy of fated ally. Okay. And then let's see. 3 of 5 are compromised. Let's see. Seeker is compromised. In a way. Alright. Things that they do have going for them up here is almost max level, which is great, and they're very strong. Mechanically, very strong. Going down here to the Bane section, one of their other problems is they are divided. Now, the only thing that they're not divided over is killing Strahd. So, of the Dark Powers, they need to deal with... Man, it's being a real shit here. Hold on. There we go. Let's open our Dark Patrons document real quick. Alright, so they've got Xantris the Kingmaker. They also have... let's see... Who else are they dealing with? Tarakamedes. Okay. Oops. There we go. Tarakamedes. And then they're also dealing with Zrinhala. Okay. So, that's going to be an issue. Alright. They also... no password to release prisoners. Which is, you know, an issue. Let's see. Xanther, if freed, will help. And then we got this vampire situation. So over here with vampire, if slain before Strahd, holes on Strahd's life force. Rendering Strahd comatose for 7 days. Alright, so rendering him comatose for 7 days means that they could approach this angle from 2 ways. And that is rush around trying to break stones, which is pretty smart. Or siege on the castle. But here's the thing. If they siege on the castle before breaking the stones, it might not kill them because they'll still be bound to the land. Maybe. So they'll have to think real hard about whether they want to rush around breaking the stones or if they just want to siege on the castle. Alright. So they have a lot of things going against them. Now, if they want to make this shit happen, so now we're going to get our marker out. Alright. Okay. So they really want to kill Strahd. And if they really want to kill Strahd, they have to kill Vampire. And if they kill Vampire, they should rush around trying to break stone, and then siege on the castle. Siege on the castle. Like that, you see? But they have to figure out what to do about these guys. Because as long as they're bound to one of these dark powers, then the whole, like, curse of Strahd will just be passed on to one of them, right? So that's something that they're going to have to think about. That means that we probably need stat blocks for all of these bad guys. And I don't really like that. I don't like the idea of having to make like 17 different boss stats, stat blocks. That kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm pretty happy about this because it creates a situation where Daybreak, and I know we're prepping for Nightfall, but this is heavy on my mind. Daybreak, I couldn't think of how they could do this, right? Like, but like this is pretty much the only way that the narrative would make any sense. So once they enter the Amber Temple, right? That's the end game. Right there. End game. So what's that gonna look like? Alright, let me grab my notes. And we're gonna grab Daybreak campaign tracker. Alright. So we're gonna call this end game. Okay. What's left to do? Climb Mount Gacus. Alright. So if they're climbing Mount Gacus, they're going to go through Toslenka Pass. Then, in Toslenka Pass, they're going to find Path of the Aspirants. Alright. Then they're going to use that to climb Mount Gacus. Climb the rest. Mount Gacus. Perfect. Alright. Then they're at the Amber Temple. So, things they have to do in the Amber Temple include survive, get loots, blueprints of castle, Ravenloft, cure Exanther, befriend Exanther. Thanks, thought. Okay, and then cure Exanther, befriend Exanther. After that, learn about Vampire, and then ritual to kill Vampire. So, in addition to curing him, there are the Dark Powers. Alright, and we have Xantras, the Kingmaker. We have Tarachamedes, the Grave Worm. And we have Zrinhala, the Howling Storm. Alright, so they need to free, kill, or embrace these guys. Okay. That's pretty much, that's all they have to do in the Amber Temple. Okay. Now, if they in fact succeed in killing Vampire. Alright. Strahd is gravely wounded. All his homies and bitches be circling the wagons. Okay. So, 7-day coma. Alright, so... two... oh. 3 options. Alright. Restore Skull of Argynvost. Break bindings to the land. Storm the castle. Alright, so NPCs will advise against this tactic. Alright. 7-day coma. All his homies circling the wagons. Shouldn't Vampire only be possible by the ritual after Strahd is dead? Well, I have some crazy news for you, Carsophona. None of this is real. It's all made up, including, yep, including the Vampire stuff. And Dragna Carta and Lunchbox Heroes, they aren't the fucking bosses of us. So, yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. So, yeah. Alright, so if they succeed in killing Vampire, Strahd is gravely wounded. 7-day coma, all his homies bitches be circling the wagons. During this time, PCs can move about unmolested by CR, which is Castle Ravenloft, crew. Alright. Does killing Vampire cure Strahd's vampirism? No. He is just free from... Ooh. Now that I'm thinking it through. Does killing Vampire cure Scar? No, he's just freed from his bonds to the Amber Temple. Does that mean, with all 3 stones broken and Vampire dead, Strahd can just fuck off and leave? Question mark. Yes. Will he? That's tough. That's tough. I feel like my Strahd would want to leave, but also Strahd in general would be very prideful. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might hold on to like a teleport, like, or a plane shift to leave, and like stick around to just make life as miserable as possible for the players. Likely he will stick around to ruin the lives of the PCs for their rejection of him and their perceived arrogance. Yeah. Fatal flaw. Also, him want Irenia. Yep. If only 2 are broken, Strahd will still be unable to leave Barovia. Keep that in mind. Oof. Okay. Okay. So, comma, how does it end? Alright, here's how it ends. Ooh. Also, 3 options. Breaking the bindings on the land. Will provide a distraction. Zaluka and crew are turning everyone into werewolves. Alright. Let's see. So, how does it end? Okay. Strahd takes stolen allies and weaponizes against party. Oh, that's another good distraction. Distraction. Nah, I think we're good. I don't want to get too convoluted. Sounds good. Strahd takes stolen allies weaponized against party. This includes Mackenzie and Van Richten. Alright. Strahd takes stolen allies and weaponizes against party. Blah blah blah. Abbott has recovered enough to show up and grant dope boons for Strahd fight. If beacon has been lit, sun will be out, and army of Revenant, I don't know how to spell anything, paladins will be beating down the gates. Okay. What is their chosen place to fight Strahd? Go to Strahd GM notes. They never found the sword, the sun sword. It's kind of a bummer. Only one of my 3 groups found the sunblade. Let's see. Strahd, blah blah blah. Nightfall, classic, daybreak. Here we go. The sun sword is in the crypts, so they've been near it, but they haven't actually gotten it. Strahd's enemy, didn't unfuck that up. Strahd. Confront him in the place. He lurks in the Hall of Bones. Okay. If facing him in Hall of Bones, PCs get a layer action. Alright, so we probably need to design this layer action. Tag myself, make up a layer action. Boop. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Strahd takes blah, Van Richten. Abbott is recovered. If beacon is lit, the sun will be out. And an army of revenant paladins, blah blah blah. Ghost dragon will dive bomb at some point. Nice. Okay. So then that all seems pretty slick. Alright. Will there be a happy ending? No. Okay. So let's see. Anyone still bound to the dark powers must remain, comma, if more than one, comma, the realm is divided into that many distinct kingdoms. Okay. Seeker. The Seeker is bound to the Fanes. It will take a long time for them to recover their strength. Let's see. As long as the Amber Temple holds prisoners inside of it, Barovia will always be set apart from the rest of the prime material. Okay. Temple must be cleansed and destroyed, or all cells emptied for the land of Barovia to truly be returned to the Prime. Okay. Woof. Alright, anyone still bound to the dark powers must remain if more than one, also blah blah blah, Seeker. Okay. Anyone not bound to the Fanes or a dark power, comma, will be offered a chance to leave, escorted by Aragol, since they saved his daughter. Alright. Sweet. I think that's, woof. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So, how long do we think this is gonna take? That's a great question. That's a great question. Alright. So, if I had to guess, let me open a second copy of this. Alright, I'll put it over here. Oh. Yeah. Alright. Session calculator. Alrighty. So we have Toslenka Pass and Path of the Aspirant. Okay, we have the Amber Temple. And then in the Amber Temple, how many sessions are we thinking it's going to be? Enter Amber Temple Exanther, Amber Temple optional side bosses, Amber Temple Vampire. So that's 5 sessions right there. So then 7-day timer starts there. So what we'll do is that. I think that they will want to get the skull, so they're going to fight Argon Vost. They're gonna transport skull. They're going to. This is what I think, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. there is a teleporter inside the Amber Temple that could go to Castle Ravenloft. But what I will say is that the castle, in order to protect its master, has been locked down to prevent, like, you know, teleporting in. So I'll probably put a note about that. Under Homie Wagons. Where are they at? Okay. Castle goes on lockdown. Forbiddance. Protecting TPs. Windows and doors, arcane, locked, etc. Now, they do know about another teleporter that they might go to use, which is pretty hype. But they could always use that after those forbiddances come off late. Alright, so then fight Argynvost. Transport Skull. That's like a whole adventure right there. Light Beacon. And then Nightfall, it seems to be taking 1 session per stone. So we're gonna put stone, stone, stone. Alright. So then, if they still have time, and they don't get distracted by any other bullshit, we got castle, and then more castle, and then Strahd, and then we'll give Strahd 2 sessions, and then end. Now, I think this is underestimating for sure, but bare minimum, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more sessions. Okay. So I'm going to put it at 25 or less. That's how many sessions I think it'll be. 25 or less. Alright, so let's go over real quick. They are currently on session 75. So, they could finish in 25 sessions. That would be 100 sessions. So that would be just under 2 years, which was advertised. So I think that that's actually a pretty good estimate. Alright. Not bad. Okay. So, that's them. We got 25 minutes now. We're going to do the same thing for Nightfall. Alrighty. Mapping stuff out, like, it helps me a lot. Like, it helps me a lot to map this stuff out. Alright. Okay. Predicted actions. Alright, all that's done. Let's see. What's left? What's next? Got that. Still. Once they have the spear and the stones, what next? Visit each stone circle, command the spirits to land to obey. It starts with Strahd, Forest. That's where they're at right now. They're going to fight Lich Hounds, and they already did that one. Alright, when they're done with that, now what? They're going to meet up with Strahd. They're going to climb that mountain. So, having run climbing, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you the truth. The outdoor dungeon the outdoor dungeon that is Mount Gackus, it's fucking miserable. It's just like, it's horrible. I think they would be better off just skipping it. That's what I think. So, yeah. So they're gonna meet with Strahd, and they're going to just tree stride up the mountain. That's what they're gonna do. Alright. Dragon breaks free of Strahd's control. And then without Dragon to guard the pass, Strahd assigns Cold Shoulders to monitor the pass ahead. Arrive at Amber Temple. Do Amber Temple shit. Vampire Ritual. Vampire possesses Strahd, tries to kill everyone. Vampire as Strahd tries to kill Irenia. Alright. So looking at what we had here, we got endgame, and then we asked the important question about the dark powers, and then we asked about where is it? How does it end? Okay. So inside the Amber Temple, they have their own shit to deal with. So arrive at Amber Temple, and they will have who are they dealing with here in this game? Is it Savnok the Inscrutable? Is that who they're dealing with? I think so. No, Vond the Evasive. Alright. So, we got Dark Powers. Oops. That's not good. Alright. We'll go over here. We've got Exanther. Alright. So, what do we got to do with Exanther? Bring Cleric to cure Exanther. Exanther. Alright. Remembers Strahd. Angry with Strahd. Can be convinced to attack or help Strahd by the party. Okay. That gives them a chance to double cross Strahd, which is always nice. Then we have Dark Powers. And these guys are dealing with Vond the Evasive on Jason. And we're dealing with Great Tar Hack, the 5-headed destroyer. Oof, okay. And that's for Anne. And then and then Norganis, the Finger of Oblivion. Yikes. Is who Wayne is dealing with. Okay. Purity is Taylor. And then Robin is Fane's Diminished. Alright. So, do Amber Temple shit. Yep. Vampire Ritual, blah blah blah. Okay, Vampire Ritual. Sweet. So, let's see. Alright. Can there be a happy ending? I don't know. Okay. If Vampire is destroyed, Strahd will be weaker than ever. Party can betray Strahd and strike him down. Though, if they do, any who agreed to the plan are cursed to live as he did, with his dying breath. Alright. Let's see. If Vampire is destroyed, blah blah blah. Else, Strahd will say goodbye. Produce a scroll of plane shift and leave with Irenia and anyone else who wishes to join him. Would he go back for Rahadin? I feel like he'd go back for his homeboy Rahadin. I don't know. I feel like, would Rahadin just like be there the whole time? That's a thing, right? I think we were putting together like all of Strahd's troops last Thursday. Alright. Because of her betrayal of the Fanes, Robin. What happens if you steal all of the Fane's power? I guess the power would be returned, right? But like, what if Strahd wants to keep the power for himself? That's spicy. What if he what if he was a bad guy and he lied the whole time? Yep. Alright. Let's see. Strahd is weaker than ever. I don't think he would be weaker than ever then, right? So Strahd takes all of the power of the 3 stones into himself. Okay. Now, godlike in a manner he has never been before, he intends to leave the realm of Barovia to crumble to dust. The cursed shards eternally cast adrift in the ethereal sea. At this point, PCs will probably want to stop him. He can be talked down from this. He can be forced down from this using Irenia as leverage. Right. I'm gonna put this right here then. During Vampire fight, comma, party can betray Strahd, strike him down, though if they do, any who agree to the plan are cursed, blah blah blah. If Vampire is destroyed, Strahd takes all the power of the 3 stones into himself. Now, godlike in a manner he's never before, he intends to leave the realm of Barovia to crumble to dust. The cursed shards eternally cast adrift in the ethereal sea. At this point, the PCs will probably want to stop him. He can be talked down from this. He can be forced down from this. Else, Strahd will say goodbye, produce a scroll of plane shift, and leave with Irenia and anyone else who who wishes to join him. Alright, so without the power of the Fanes, Barovia is doomed. No longer cursed, comma, it will simply crumble into dust and be lost forever. Okay. That's rough, homie. So what if they do defeat him? So let's see. If double cross Strahd is defeated or talked down, comma, the power of the stones is returned to the land. And the release of that power destroys the Amba Temple and the remaining entities within it. That seems pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. World shifts back into balance and rejoins the prime material plane. Nice. Okay. Victor, if he still lives, can use magic to return the PCs to their home worlds if they want to return home, assuming their dark powers have been dealt with suitably. Lovely. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think we have that covered. All right. So, with all of that covered, oh, weepy. All right. It kicked us out of both games. That's some bullshit. All right, that's fine. Let's hop back in. I didn't think we were gone that long. Oh well. Anytime, Foundry. Let's do it. Let's log into our world. It'd be so fun. Good evening. It's been a minute since I got to make a stream. Hope prep is going well. Yeah, it's going really well actually. I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. I can see the lights at the end of this darkest tunnel, so it's good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna clear chat real quick. Agree that we've seen all this shit. Okay. So they came down in here. There's these cool wolf statues. That's where the wolves are going to come out of. It's going to be pretty fun. Got the Fanes over here, looking spooky as hell. And yeah, that's good. Let's see. Oh. Yes. I want to go back to this real quick. I want to do a calculation of how much longer we think this one's gonna go. All right, I think it's gonna be 25 or less also, but you know, I guess it doesn't really matter because we know it's going to be 25 or less, but I am a little curious. Alright, so let's see. At the top here, we called it Session Calculator. Alright. So, we have Forest Fane. Then we have... what do we have after Forest Fane? Oh, Regroup. Yeah. And then we've got Dragon Fight. And then Dargon Fight. Then we've got Amber Temple. And then inside Amber Temple, we would have Amber Temple Exanther. We'd have Amber Temple Dark Powers. And then we'd have Amber Temple Vampire. And then we'd have Endgame Strahd. And then we'd have End Session. Oh shit. Well, okay, that's significantly less. Hey, I am Mr. V. That is significantly less than 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sessions left? Holy shit. Alright, so I'm going to put our session calculator at 12 or less. Hot damn. Hot damn. Okay. Jesus Christ. Let's see. So our last session here was 70. So they might finish in 80 sessions? Holy shit! Wow. Okay. So that brings me to another question. What date is 25 weeks from now? Oh my god! 25 more sessions would be November 28th, y'all. Yikes. Okay. So if we added a bit on, that'd be like the 31st. Right, there's only 30 days in November. So December 1st? Whoa, that's nuts. See, like, 25 doesn't seem like... It's like that Doctor Who meme, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like a big number until it is. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. No, Nightfall, they had a little bit of castle, but not a lot of castle. Yeah, they're just not going to get as much content, honestly. I mean, it's a sandbox game, so it's fine, but... Ugh, let me look at this calendar, hold on. 25 weeks is half a year, you know what I'm saying? So, that would be, yeah, the 29th. So it would be November 29th. Wow. Wow. That's a long time. Holy shit. Okay. So, what date is 12 weeks from now? August 29th. Okay. That's still like the whole summer. Wow. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a Dark Powers boss rush. That will probably necessitate an emergency prep marathon because I just don't have a lot of boss stat blocks to use for that. I mean, I guess I could go see if anyone's made any. I don't know. I don't need them to all be like the greatest boss fights of all time, especially if they're fighting a whole bunch. Anyways, the game's going to start in 3 minutes, so I better get over there and get going. Yeah, they're going to have the fight tonight. They're going to meet up with Strahd and his homies. They're going to get healed up, and then they're just going to jump into it. Like, that's it. Kind of nuts. All right, Dom and I will be doing a vodcast tomorrow night. about sandbox games, the pros and cons of sandbox game versus a linear choo-choo train game. I'm excited about it. I have a lot of feelings about the subject, so I'm excited. I've also been streaming a lot of Fallout 4 with mods. It's been an experience. It's been very fun. So if you're, I don't know, if you're bored, we've been having a lot of fun kicking around Boston and just running into some really depraved, crazy shit. So it's been good stuff. All right, enjoy your evening, and I'm gonna go ahead and raid Dom now, and then we can just get going. So let me throw up this raid real quick. I'm kind of worn out. This is some intense prep. Alright, here we go. See you guys next time.